4 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Episode 31. I'm just here to be dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. The art of work ethic, the art of focus, the art of mind over matter. Being able to focus on what matters and not let your mind think about everything else that in that moment really does not matter. But your mind would love to make it matter and take your focus off of what's right in front of you. The work necessary, the work needed to get done. Your mind wants to keep asking, are we done yet? Are we done yet? But there's a lesson in putting your head down, locking in, only to look up surprised at what you've done, rather than cutting yourself short because it's too hard or you're getting anxious, impatient. We dads train our minds that the work is never done because it can't be done. Sometimes we have no time to rest. Sometimes that rest is forced. You simply fall asleep. And then next thing you know, you wake up and realize the work you missed, the time that passed, and we get back to the work that is never done. When raising a son, that is difficult to teach, but necessary at different stages of life. From a toddler to a teenager to a young man. The idea, the concept, the belief, the reality of the work that has never been done. The work necessary that needs to get done because one day he will have to get work done for his son, his wife, his daughters. This is life. Every day, raising a son, raising a man for the work, the simplicity of yard work, the simplicity of picking up a bucket of water, the simplicity of washing a dish, sweeping the floor, doing a push-up or a pull-up, running a mile, whatever the work requires, he must understand, he must learn, he must believe that the work is never done. I can always do more, and I can always have that will, and I always must do more because I'm just here to be dad. And one day he will be dad. So the work can never be done. Dad, are we done yet? Dad, are we done yet? Dad! Man, constantly he asked me, are we done yet? And that was today, August 15th, 2026, that yard work. And I constantly, repeatedly had to tell him, no, son, just keep working. Let's go. Focus on what you're doing. Stop worrying about being done. The faster you focus on working, the faster you'll get done. Less talk, more walk. Any dad knows, especially sport dads, because we don't get many Saturdays to get the yard work done, the housework done, the car work done, whatever work done. But all those days that we have to get it done, there's no better way to get it done than getting it done with your son. But there's always a lesson. There's always a lesson when getting it done with your son or any of your children, for that matter. It's not a smooth process. It's easy to sink into the frustration, the anger that seeps in, and quickly in your head, why are we not moving faster? Why is he complaining? Why is this even a big deal? For some, you forget you were the same way. For others, like me, I don't remember being the same way. I used to love to get it done, especially as a kid, as a young man. I remember seeing my dad as a kid constantly, and he wasn't perfect. He wasn't perfect. My parents got divorced around when I was like 10. But before that, consistently, I saw him make sure the cars were clean, make sure the house was clean, make sure the yard was done, make sure everything necessary was always done, even down to keeping my mom in shape. The necessary got done. In spite of all the other stuff, the necessary got done. And that's one thing I consistently saw always. I carried that with me. My wife doesn't fill the tanks up. My wife doesn't wash the cars. I try in the midst of being a sport dad, getting work done, running a business with my wife, all the other extra ventures I'm always doing. I try to get everything done. And every day's not perfect, but I find a way. I find a way to get it done. I remember seeing my dad treat the garage like Tetris. The garage was always done. And for me, I may let it get out of hand at times, maybe for a week, at most 2 weeks. Anybody that knows me knows I don't like my garage cluttered or dirty or anything like that. I get it done. I eventually be like, yo, this ain't right. Something don't feel right. it doesn't sit well in my spirit and I got to get it done. Which, when it comes to my son, it frustrates me. It frustrates me. It frustrates me because I don't know if it's because my wife and I, our hard work has made a good, comfortable homeschool life for our children, that dog, that will to get it done, even when you don't want to, it ain't there right now. At least not for everything. Not for the things that they don't want to do. And that bothers me. But I got to stay focused, not frustrated. The work is never done. And that question, Dad, are we done? Always comes with a lesson about how we're not done and how you shouldn't focus on whether or not you are done, but how efficiently are you getting the job done? How hard are you working at the job? How well are you doing the job? Are you giving it your best? Is it excellent? Are you doing it as unto God, or are you simply just trying to get it over with and get it done? Because that is never the way to live. And it comes down to anything from cleaning the counter to picking up something off the floor to yard work, the clean up, the fix up, repeat. The things we have to do with kids, the things we have to do as men, the things we have to do that lead to the things we have to do to lead our own life. And those who we are responsible for. The work is never done. It's so much deeper than whining, than a whining, lazy teenager. That question that bugs every dad. Are we done? Yet it's pivotal. It's a pivotal teaching lesson every time that question is asked. It's a quest. It's a quest from dad to eliminate that thought process, to eliminate that way of thinking, to eliminate that aspect of their work ethic, to eliminate it entirely from their being and create a callous for that voice that tells them to stop when you know you need to keep doing. That voice that tells you to quit when you know you're almost there. That voice that tells you, hey, walk away, it's too hard. When you know the hard things create the best things. It's dad's job. It's dad's job to build that in his sons and his daughters and to show that through his actions. The question of, are we done? Should never be a question that is asked by your son. And one day, as dad, you will eliminate that question. I believe I will eliminate that question. I pray that I will eliminate that question. But for now, the work is never done. And for every dad out there, you got this. On a Saturday at damn near 10 p.m. Happy Saturday. And may the work you got done today be beneficial to your life. Education for your children and just straight up food for your soul. The beauty of Saturday, the beauty of time to get work done, especially with your son. That was a blessing today for me. A true blessing, even though it was stressful at times. I'm like, oh, man, come on. But as we begin to always teach, as we begin and we live to always take the opportunity to teach our sons, our daughters, the work that is necessary, the work that is beneficial, the work that may seem like a curse, but is a blessing, the work that is never done. Happy Saturday. I'm just here to be. You're just here to be. Dad. Thanks again for tuning in to I'm Just Here to Be Dad. The show about everything or nothing at all. I'm your host, Anthony Young. Far from an expert, but just a dad talking to dads and aspiring dads alike. My story, your story, that dad's story. Over a mic. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. Hey yo, it's hard to maintain, but I'm just here to be. I'm just here to be dad. Click, comment, subscribe, share. Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube. And for all things dad,